Hey everybody, let's see. I am live and I'm looking for a way to. Well, I was looking for a way to change my background. So, in case people come through to my calendar, this is my entire. Let's see. I could just turn it this way a little bit. Yeah, it's better. Okay, so I'm super excited to share with you ways to spark joy because I'm proud of the men and women who are showing up for these conversations. They're showing up to spark more joy in themselves, to change an emotional pattern, and also not just for them, but for the generations before them, moms, dads, guardians, and then the ones that are coming behind us, children, nieces, nephews, grandkids, all of the above. So I'm just really proud of all the men and women who are courageously showing up and they're saying, yeah, I want to do it different. I'm going to become aware of what's happening with me and what my patterns are and change those for myself and also for the people I love the most. And so I'm just super excited to share with you. I put it in the notes in the chat about some different ways and ideas to spark joy this season because it's really easy to do. The first way is just to smile. And I know that sounds really stupid and simple, but there's actually science behind it. There's science behind what it does in your body, what changes chemically, what it does with your serotonin, all the different things, right? And so it's not just smiling to smile to try and change your mood because you're feeling yuck or you're in pain. I mean, legitimate pain, grief, loss. I've definitely had those things. I've definitely come out of grief and loss thinking, oh my gosh, I know there's a better way to get through that. All right. Anyone else? And so the way to spark joy can simply start with breathing and remembering and smiling that there are reasons to smile. And so if you're in enough pain where you're not able to even get there, please reach out to someone. Please reach out to me. Reach out to somebody that you trust. I've been in a place where I couldn't even lift my arms and my body felt glued to the bed. I couldn't lift my arm to get out of the bed. I felt like cement. So I know that there's times that you've probably felt that way, whether you've lost a loved one or there was a devastation of some kind in your family or a trauma. And I just am living proof that there are ways to move beyond it. That season does not last. It doesn't last, and it also doesn't define you. Because in those moments, what we tend to do is think this is all there is. You know, I've been through divorce as well. That's a different kind of hurt and trauma. That season tends to feel like that's all there is. Like you can't see more of life when you're in that deep, dark pain. And so I just want to encourage all of you to continue to find ways to spark joy because it just takes one shift to open up a ton of possibilities for you and for your family. So as we go into Christmas, take a look at the notes in the description of this live and choose one or two, or just start smiling more this week as you go through life and as you go through your normal day-to-day activities because we can change the pattern. We can choose emotional freedom. And the best news is it does start with a choice. It starts with a conscious choice. And so I know there's a few exceptions, but again, if you're in a space where that's difficult, please reach out to someone you trust. There are 800 numbers. Now we have ChatGPT to help you find someone. There are churches, and I'm a church hurt person, so I'm cautious, but there are a lot of great people in the world that are willing to help. And so find somebody that your soul says, I can trust them. And then trust is verified over time with actions and words. And so just going back to sparking joy, if you're somebody who is way ahead in your personal development and in your joy journey, your emotional freedom is already happening. And there's a next level. We get to a next cut of ourselves. We get to that next version that really bridges the gap. Maybe there's just one relationship that's difficult for you. Maybe there's 20. Just chip away at the first one. Chip away at you. What is it that brings tension with yourself? and just notice it and spark joy. So, I'm inviting you to spark more joy, and I'm also inviting you to a 5-day challenge that starts next week, a week from today, Monday, December 15th. And I want all of you to join in that are ready to change your own internal emotions, your own internal thoughts. There's a lot of pieces to it, but I'm going to go through 5 steps, the arrive method, 1 step each day next week. And if you show up every single day, I have a free gift for you. And I want to hear on Facebook, I have a Facebook group, and I'd love to hear your takeaways from each day. So, becoming free to love is a journey. I'm on the journey for life, and I'm just inviting as many women, as many men to join me on this journey as possible. It's going to be a great day when you get to the other side of that most challenging relationship. It might be a relationship with yourself. It might be how you view yourself. It might be how you speak to yourself. When you hit that breakthrough, I want to celebrate with you. So look for the 10 ways to spark joy. Pick one. If a smile is all you can bring yourself to this week, great. Any progress you should celebrate. And then join me next week, Monday, December 15th, on my 5-day challenge. I can't wait to see you there, and let's all continue to spark joy, change the emotional pattern within, and let's change it in the entire world, starting with ourselves, our family, and our community. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Can't wait.